Namaste and welcome to Mother Goddess Yoga. Today we will take refuge on Lakshmi Devi. In this live class, I invite you to notice what is deep inside, in the mud, literally, and allow this energy or this latent, potent force to rise towards the heart as a bud and open as a flower, a lotus that faces your life. We'll begin by standing. At the center of the yoga mat, I would like for you to face me now. I will be facing you, feet together in Samabhanga, and then we will open our feet apart slowly as we practice. Samabhanga, equal stand with big toes touching heels apart and both hands in Pataka at the bases. And good morning, Dana. I was talking when you came in, I forgot to say good morning, love. As you inhale right now, elevate the hands to the level of the heart. Hold with air, create that bud, kapota. Exhale with your lotus opening forward towards your life. And then at the end of your exhalation, maybe hold without air for a moment to bring your hands back to the bases. So you're working with the four phases of the breath. Inhale, elevate the hands slowly towards the heart. Hold with air for a moment while you bring the hands to Kapota Hasta. Exhale, open the lotus towards your life. Which lotus we'll talk about. Then there is like the end of your exhalation, moment of retention without air as you bring your hands to the bases again. Pataka, inhale, elevate this potential of prosperity to the heart. Hold that potential as the bud. Exhale, opening this radiant light towards your life. And there is here a moment of finishing your exhalation, making a point to empty completely, bringing the hands to the bases. This is a little Abhinaya storytelling that we are doing. Inhale, bringing this prosperity to the heart, which will turn into beauty. And then we'll radiate as beauty, generosity towards your life. One more time, there's that moment of retention without air. The bases, inhale. Yes, prosperity rises to the heart, turns into beauty. Beauty, which is also a way of saying love, or it can be expressed as love, radiate as love, give it all, because by giving it all, you empty and then you create space for more. So now one more in breath, followed by this manifestation of beauty and love that expresses in a very unique way and very clearly forward towards your life. And then pause, keeping the hands now and this mudra of the bases. Inhale and exhale without retentions now. Open the tops of your feet and let's combine breath and movement. Exhale, bend the knees, and you can breathe in Ujjayi or in silence. Inhale, stretch the legs. So it's not big, it's small. And as you inhale and exhale, coordinating breath and movement. I'm not actually breathing, I'm talking, but two, please focus on the breath and exhale, bend the knees. You don't need to go too deep, too much. And once you warm up a little bit, if your exhalation is a little longer, you can even lift the heels a little bit, going just a little lower, but not too low. And then inhale, stretch the legs, placing the heels down. So you only lift the heels after you bend the knees, then you ground through the heels and you stretch the legs. For today, one more. you. Last one. Now, as you inhale, stretch the legs. Exhale, bring your feet parallel. Distribute the four corners of your feet on the earth. Then bend the knees without leaning forward. Keep the back of your head and sacrum aligned. This is what you're going to stay here holding this foundation, or transfer the weight to left foot if it's not too soon, and cross your right ankle bone over your left knee and then point that foot. Come into this Mahapada position. Keep the back of your head and sacrum aligned. If you're sitting in an imaginary little stool, it's not even a chair, it's like a little stool, musician's stool. Then return, bend both knees. Everybody inhale, stretch the legs. Pause here for a moment, let the breath be free for a moment, and contemplate your kumbha, the pot. The kumbha, the torso. It is this place between your hips, first chakra, second chakra, up to your torso, third chakra, fourth chakra, into the top of the shoulders, including a little bit of the fifth chakra, throat. That's the kumbha, just notice that. Now, one cycle in that Abhinaya storytelling, actually Hasta Abhinaya, hand storytelling, we're gonna inhale, bringing the energy up to the heart, 4 phases of the breath. Hold with air, create that bud. Then exhale the expression of your prosperity, of your love, your life. Retention without air. Now inhale, and as you exhale, bend both knees. As you pause here, the back of your head and sacrum aligned, shoulders relax, heart open, like there is a smile on your collarbones. Either remain here, lifting pelvic floor if that helps you with the stability, or shift the weight to right foot and cross, left outer ankle bone on the knee. And because of the shape of Mahapada, it's not flex, it's point. You're gonna point that foot, doesn't totally matter, you can see, you can flex, you can point, you can flex, you can point. Sit in your power, in this power of having and sharing. And I learned through life that we need to ask whoever has. We don't ask people that don't have. We go to sources that have something that we need to ask. If it makes sense. Then return, placing your feet on the earth, bend the knees a little bit more. Then inhale, stretch the legs. Turn both toes out, and then as you exhale, come closer to the earth. Bring the backs of your hands today to the earth. Round yourself. Round yourself by pressing your elbows on your inner knees and letting go of the weight of the head. Round yourself without sinking on the inner or outer edges of the foot. Keep balance between the inner and outer edges of your feet. And send your tail slightly forward so you're rounding your spine. In the shape, noticing this form, the shape, in your shape of your body, the shape of the circle, which is the element of ether, and thinking of connecting within, your prosperity to the original creation, the prosperity you experience in life to this original creation, original source of creation. So you ask this original source to grant you all that you need in this world of things and beyond, in order to experience experience fully, fullness, fully abundance. And we have our earth, Bhumi Devi, as our witness. We touch the earth. From here, as you use the earth to support you, you could jump into Prasarita Padottanasana or stretch the legs, heel toe your feet to Prasarita Padottanasana like it is. Palms on the floor, shifting the weight to the hands. You could jump, separate the feet, and fold in Prasarita Padottanasana, choosing the arm variation you want to do, or gently, kindly stretch the legs and then heel toe your feet until you find the distance that works for your body. And also the hand position could be hands on the heels. You could choose to stay halfway up, halfway down. And as you come into this Prasarita Padottanasana, letting go of the weight of the head, you are working on your legs for sure, you're stretching them, but I would like for you to focus on the torso, on the kumbha. In this position, you can either breathe fully and then exhale completely, either in silence or ujjayi, or you could allow the breath to be free. Now, I'm not finding the right words in English, but I hope you are understanding me. Tap into a source of abundance. Someone, something that is like part of your life, part of your tradition, that you know you can go to when you need. That source always has something to give to you. So we ask the one who has to give. Here we are connecting to Lakshmi Devi, and it's a beautiful presence of abundance for all of us. She manifests this and manifests her love in her generous ways. But what I'm asking you is to think perhaps of a person or a deity closer to your tradition that you can tap into, and then link that person or that deity into this well of Lakshmi. And we will continue. As you inhale and come up halfway, palms touching the earth, you can either jump back into Malasana or heel toe your feet to Malasana. So bend the knees and either jump, turning your toes and feet out, and then bring your palms to the earth like so. I'm showing right now, palms facing down, fingers touching, especially the middle finger, and then make yourself a little more round for a moment. You're gonna keep your hands in this position. Arms will be bent round as you rise into choke like this. Lift your head, so do touch your middle fingers. Lift your pelvic floor. Then as you rise, you're gonna turn your palms up, beautiful, beautiful, and come to this choke shape. Align the back of your head and sacrum, stay here firm. Focus on the fullness of the breath. That's so beautiful. It's completion. One more. Keep the hands where they are. Inhale, stretch the legs now. Okay, so here we are. We inhale. As you exhale, your hands are going to move to the sides. You're going to bend the knees and bring the hands to this base. Inhale, stretch the legs, leading with the heels of your hands, and then turning the palms up. Exhale, bend the knees. You can pause without air for a momentito. Inhale, lift, stretch the legs, and you can pause with air for a momentito. So again, the 4 phases of the breath. Breathing its fullness, aware of the contents of your torso, your kumbha, and the work you are doing to create more foundation, more basis. Maybe as you inhale and hold with air a little bit, you're gonna look up, maybe. And then as you exhale, at the end of your exhalation, you look down. If it doesn't make you lose balance. One more, in this meditative pose, noticing 4 phases of the breath, so it's not just 1 or 2, it's abundant. And also this space between earth and sky and everything in between. Last one for now. Exhale. Now open the heels. So from that 3, you're going to 4, open the heels. Bring your left hand to your lower belly, just above pubic bone. You can even touch the pubic bone to see where the edge is. Inhale, right arm up. As you exhale, look down towards your left foot, side bend, open. Your heels a little bit more, perhaps, if you want to feel something different, more the back side body opening. Then inhale, return. Your right hand comes to your lower belly, just above pubic bone. Just feel that point of contact. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale as you look down towards your right foot, side bend. Not totally pigeon-toeing your feet, but just aware that your heels move out a little bit more and how that affects your sacrum, backside body. Now inhale, return, please. Release the hands for a moment, open the tops of your feet. So we are now with more space in that mandala pada. And then we bend the knees, mandala pada. Mandala referring to an architecture or a painting, a structure that you are creating. And we are creating this structure of abundance here. When you sit in the shape and feet is down, don't let the weight to go to the inner knees. Keep a little bit more on the outer. Again, you feel the contents of your kumbha, the strength. And you're gonna do that hasta vinaya. Exhale first. Now inhale, bringing the energy from the mud down below into the heart. Hold with air. Hold your butt. Then exhale, allow this richness to move towards your life. Not only touching your life. Retain without air for a moment as you prepare again. And then inhale, let's repeat. The deep, deep resources coming up to the heart, transforming into love. There's a moment of retention with air. And then this love reflecting in your life, benefiting all that you encounter. So exhale completely, hold for a moment without air. We're still holding this shape. Last time, inhale. Hold with air this precious and powerful, potent lotus of love. And see how this love enriches your life, your path, clearing also. Then, without air, inhale, stretch the legs finally. Left hand on your belly again. So, as you bend your left knee and look down, you bring your right arm over your head. Mark that. Don't change the position of your feet. This type of warrior pose is done, you see in the Tibetan art a little bit more. Then inhale, return. You have a moment here to place, hold with air, your right hand on your belly, lift the arm. And then as you exhale, bend your right knee and look down. Stay breathing in, breathing out. We're just practicing here to then combine breath and movement where it's not going to be very clear when you are inhaling and exhaling. There will be a moment of transition there. But here we go, empty. Now inhale, Exhale, side bend. Inhale, exhale, side bend. There's a moment perhaps that both knees are gonna be bent or straight. You can choose. In that transition, you can pass through both knees bent, like I'm demonstrating, or you can come into both knees straight and then bend one. And this movement is allowing you to touch this deep well inside, a well of resource. So you can come through both knees bent like I'm demonstrating, and then stretch, or you can stretch and then bend. Dig deep a little bit into this well, and in this analogy of how the lotus grows from the mud, we know that deep resources are within us, hidden, latent. And with this movement, we are interested in reaching down towards those resources. This is one view. One more. When you feel you've compensated, and you can breathe in silence or ujjayi, so when you complete in both sides, come back to Mandala Pada and your hands to these bases. Align the back of your head and sacrum, find stability. And you know that the journey of ascending is one, then there's the journey of descending. So as you inhale, keep the knees bent right now and elevate the hands, look up slightly, stay here focusing on the breath. So you know you're working to allow what is deep down to rise, and you're also open to receive the blessings that descend from above. More. This will challenge the balance for some of you to look up. I hope your thighs are burning as much as mine are. Inhale, stretch the legs, look forward. Exhale, release the arms and return to these bases. And then heel toe your feet together. Here, stand tall. Just close your eyes for a moment. Doing nothing just for a moment. Just noticing the energy that is naturally moving in their body. Time now, we're going to do our Hastabinaya standing here, and then we will change the flow a little bit. Exhale first. From empty, you think. Inhale, bringing richness, light to the heart, materializing this bud, the seed of your love, and then exhale, expressing this love in a way that benefits you, your life, and then everybody else that is near you. Then without air here. Hinging from the hips into a forward bend, Uttanasana, either stay halfway up, halfway down, or fold completely. What I'd like for you to do here, either halfway up, halfway down, or folding, is to bend one knee at a time. So you bend left, stretch, stretch right, bend right, stretch, stretch left. And that can be done from this half fold or from a full fold. Now, bend the right knee, stretch, stretch left leg, and come up halfway for folding completely. Then we are going to begin to walk the hands to the left. Walk the hands away from your body. It doesn't need to be much, just enough. Then keep that right knee bent. Begin to bend the elbows as you allow the head to move down, perhaps towards the left outer knee, perhaps. And the hips these are not even, it's okay. Feel what you are opening. Now bend left knee, look forward, come halfway up, bend the knees, kiss the ground with your knees, and do a 5-fold pranam, pancha pranam, touching the ground on the earth. The hips stay up a little higher. Empty. Inhale, rise, coming up halfway, halfway up, halfway down. Exhale, bend your left knee. Keep the weight even between feet and begin to walk your hands towards the right. You can walk in any way you want to. Stay halfway up, halfway down. This is plenty. Don't need to go so much to the side, only if you can. And only if you can, begin to open the elbows, the hands are wider than the shoulders, and bring your forehead towards your right knee, outer knee, touching, that's just the direction. Feel the opening you bring into your body, perhaps it's a new opening. More, then bend your right knee and return, or return in the way that feels the most safe. Here, lift your toes, turn your toes out, and come to the Skumbha Malasana. If this is not possible, if you cannot do this, go back to that 5-fold pranam, pancha pranam. If you can, heels are out, heels are in and knees are out. Open the sacrum, let go of the weight of the head, round your spine a little bit more. Remember to either breathe in silence or ujjayi. Since we are working with Lakshmi, I like to emphasize this ujjayi, ocean-like breath. Thank you. Now Uttanasana. So lift your head, drag the hands back, lift the hips, and then everybody come to Uttanasana, halfway up, halfway down. Open the front body, exhale, bend the knees from the earth, bring your hands to that gesture of bases as you come to sit. And you're not leaning forward in Utkatasana, so maybe you won't bend as much. Gather the knees. Now keep the knees bent. Turn, so the middle fingers stay touching your palms up. Go back down a little bit more. Now you are in the official Utkatasana, fierce pose, looking slightly up. And as you return to standing, inhale, descend the hands, exhale, stay here. Fingers connected to give you a better sense of that union between sides. Release the hands. Now the left hand comes to your sacrum. Inhale, right arm up, and as you exhale, look up and side bend to the left, ground through the foot. If you feel you can, then slide your left hand over to the right a little bit more. Breathe out, breathe in. Then inhale, return, please. Exhale, roll the shoulders back. Bring the back of your right hand to your sacrum. Inhale, left arm up. As you look up, side bend. Open your body. If you feel flexible, start to stretch your right hand into the opposite direction, the hip, opposite hip. Opening that shoulder. Breathe out, breathe in, round through your feet. Then inhale, return. Please find your way to what would be the front of your yoga mat for today, but don't go all the way forward. Roll the shoulders back, bring your hands to that bases, gesture of bases. The middle fingers, which are a little bigger than the others, they unite first. In the middle fingers, we have this connection to the ether. So the ether's symbol is a circle, black in color. And we think of this being the symbol of cosmic reality, the cosmic void, and also the cosmic womb of creation. So creation, manifestation, richness comes from this deep ground and then from this deep opening in the sky, dark in color. Just keep saving those images, okay? Now, as you exhale, bend the knees, and again, don't go too low. The back of your head and sacrum are aligned. Hold in your lap, your arms, this power of generosity and manifestation. Now, naturally, as you send the hips back and slowly turn your palms up, middle fingers are connected in this way that we are working today. Come to this variation of Utkatasana. Breathe out, breathe in. One more. With the knees bent, descend the hands to touch the earth perhaps, palms facing in perhaps. One more, if not, stay a little higher. Then plant your palms on the floor, index fingers parallel. Align your shoulders over your hands. Step left to back to the left, and then keep your right, maybe your right knee moving towards the elbow, foot in the air, or the foot on the ground. Foot in the air in this variation of Shantolanasana, or foot on the ground. In preparation. One more. Downward facing dog, feet hip width apart. Bend left knee. Stretch, stretch right, twist a little bit to the right, looking from underneath your armpit. Then go ahead and change sides in this pose. Bend your right knee, stretch, stretch your left. Look a little bit to the left, maybe twist a little bit more, looking from underneath the armpit. Then stretch both legs and the tail, forward, up. Keep that back bend happening as you touch the knees on the earth, lift the head, the hips, keep a back bend happening in your spine. Breathe out, breathe in. Remain here, or lift your right leg, flex the foot today and maybe pump a little bit, not too much your back bending, so aware of your spine. Keep that knee in alignment with the hip. One more. Now, find neutral on the spine. Bring that right foot forward and out. The knee toe is pointing out. The heel is aligned with the edge of your yoga mat. Stretch the back leg. Lift your right arm up. Twisting, beautiful. Breathe out. Breathe in, twist a little bit more. Make a fist with that right hand. Place that fist on the earth. Then make a fist with your left hand. Place the fist on the earth. Coming forward with your left heel so your feet is as wide as the yoga mat. Then bring the elbows to your thighs. Open the heart, look forward. Toes and knees are out. Open the chest. Come to choke with your hands in that basis. Align the back of your head and sacrum, choke position. Empty. Stay in choke. Inhale, arms up, palms facing up. Exhale, arms down. And you can pause like for 1, 2, 3 seconds with and without air. And we are holding our choke, holding this foundation just a little longer. One more. So, next time you inhale, stretch the legs, bring your arms up. Keep your arms up, and then exhale, heel toe, your feet together. Feet together, heels slightly apart, keep your arms up. coming to this variation of Utkatasana, fierce pose. Breathe out, breathe in. Some of you will stay here, others with me. Lift right foot, look up a little higher. Keep your hands where they are, but look up a little higher. The left knee is bent, flex your right foot. Doing this variation of a back bend here. One more. Never done this before. Not this way. Then bring your feet together. Now, keep your hands in the position that they are. Maybe touch the earth, maybe a little closer to the earth. And now, plant your palms on the earth. Keep your shoulders above your hands, step left to back. Either stay with the foot on the floor or bring your left knee towards your left elbow, doing this variation of plank position, or keep the foot down, supporting yourself and strengthening your arms, your legs, or that foot up in the air. Stay strong. One more. Everybody, downward facing dog. This time move the hips from side to side first. Find neutral. Now, bend your left knee, twist to the right. Maybe level 3, lift that left knee. Breathe out, breathe in. Level 3, foot down. Everybody stretch the legs. Motion the hips from side to side. Pause. Bend your right knee. You can lift to the heel, twist to the left. Stay here or pick up that right foot. Breathe out, breathe in. One more. Everybody, feet down, motion the hips side, side. Lift your head looking towards your hands, and by keeping a back bend, slowly with control, bring the knees down and continue back bending. Mark the ground with your hands, with your knees, with your feet, and either remain here, back bending, or lift your left leg up, and today, maybe bump a little bit. Flex the foot for today, and there is this gentle toning on the gluteus. Keep both feet down. Beautiful. And in preparation to bring that foot forward, find neutral, so less of a back bend, and then bring your left foot forward, aligned with the outer edge of the yoga mat, and prepare to twist. Lift the back knee, open the chest, left arm up to the sky. Focus on the breath, open the heart. Make a fist with your left hand, place that fist on the earth. You can even pound, then right pound. And as you prepare to bring that foot forward and align with the outer edge of the yoga mat, open the heart, lift your Mula Bandha. Transition to bring your elbows to your thighs. Foundation check if your feet is even. Then come to choke, and that hands on basis. Empty. Inhale, arms up. Keeping the knees bent or stretching the knees. Exhale, arms down, bending the knees if you did stretch, or stay here. The knees are bent, or you can combine breath and movement, and add that 1, 2, or 3 seconds of retention with and without air. One more. Next time you inhale, everybody stretch the legs and bring the hands to this hasta, where the middle fingers stay touched. And then you pull your feet together. Take the time. There's a little bit of a motion on the hips that happens. Bend the knees. Look slightly forward, stay here, or motion your left foot back, flex the foot, looking beyond the hands, upwardly, grounding through that right foot. Breathe out, breathe in, and then bring the feet together. This time, bending the knees, opening the knees a little bit to not just sit down, but also lie down and hug the knees. Pause there without doing anything for a moment, just allowing energy to move downstream. Feel this descending light and also the ascending radiance, heat. We will combine breath and movement. If you need a little pause, instead of doing this abdominal exercise, you can lay in Supta Baddha Konasana by bringing the feet down, opening the knees and rest. Otherwise, Lakshmi likes movement. Lift your legs up, flex the feet. Breath in Ujjayi, inhale. Hands on the floor. Exhale, point your feet, lower the legs, lift your head. Don't touch the earth, but go as close to the earth as possible. Begin down to flex the feet. Lift the legs, lower the head as you inhale. Exhale, point your feet, lower the legs, lift the head. So you know you've done this with me, and you're either resting or you're combining breath and movement. Point your feet, and as you lower the legs, exhale, lift your head. Flex your feet, and as you lift the legs, the head moves down. Inhale fully. Keep breathing this way just for a few more rounds. And if you are in the Supta Baddha Konasana right now, bring the knees up, slide your tail forward and hug the knees. Everybody, hug the knees. Panasana, and move a little bit from side to side. Massaging your lower back on the earth. Do level 3, your version of twisting. You can do with the knees straight, or with me here. Bring the balls of the toes to the earth. Lift the hips. Slide the hips to the left to then bring right glute down. And that right glute is in alignment with the central line. Now open your arms to the side. Lift the knees and motion the knees to the right as you bring your right hand to your left knee. Look up, look to the side. Level 3, you can feel free to stretch that upper leg. I hope you can see me. Breathe out, breathe in. You're twisting in Jatara Parivartanasana version. One more. Now bend the knees. If your knees were straight, bend the knees. Slowly tracking the earth. Bring your toes back to the earth. Lift the hips. Square the hips. Everybody, feet together. The heels are up. I would like for you to motion at least 3 inches forward. Keep the heels up. The knees together. Elbows down. Lift and remain like so, or pulse a little bit. Moving the hips up and down. Pulse. Especially working on the sacrum, lower back, gluteus. This closer to earth energy. So Lakshmi carries that lotus as the manifestation of potential, showing you this manifestation within. And pause, bring the hips down, and this manifestation happens from getting in touch with what is in the mud, literally in your life. There's potential there. Do not ignore what is the potential, because maybe healing that can bring you the prosperity and the spiritual advancement that you're hoping for. In preparation for the twisting, take the time here now to lift the heels, lift the hips, and then slide the hips to the right. When you do that, it's just to Return the left glute down and mark that central line. Then open your arms, level 3, feel free to do the same twisting variation that you did to the other side. Level 2, as you motion the knees to the left, bring your left hand to right knee, allow shoulder to melt down, remain here. Level 3, you can stretch the upper leg, create a variation that will really inspire you to reach down deeper. These twisting positions are very healing for the spine, for the guts, and we'll move our attention a little bit more towards the gut, towards Manipura chakra. Mani means jewel, finding within the mud, either under the ocean or in land, in the mud, finding the treasures, which are your potentials. Do not ignore your resources. Sometimes pain is a resource. Sometimes some scar impression, a tendency is a resource for spiritual evolution, abundance, growth. So super slowly undo, and I suggest that you lift the knees and trace the earth with your feet, slowly returning to the central line. Once you get there, square the hips, then this time lower the heels. I would like for you to place, just your feet and your knees are together. Place your right heel forward a little bit where, more or less, your left toes are, and keep your right toes up. Wow. Basically, you're touching the center of your right heel on the earth a little further forward. Then bring your left heel to the earth to be aligned with your right heel. Toes are up. The difference is that the heels are down, toes are up. Your feet away from your body, elbows down by your sides. Lift, and then either stay stationary or pump a little bit. When you press your heels on the earth with your toes up, you are activating even more gluteus, hamstrings. And this movement is not about going the maximum up and down. You can tame a little bit and do a pumping that will strengthen the muscles. Strengthen also bases, pelvic area. More. It can be very minimal. And then bring the hips down. Everybody stretch the legs in Shavasana. It's not the Shavasana, but it's not followed by Yoga Nidra, but it's a Shavasana for you to just track the energy, and then map, and maybe even mark where are potential treasures hidden. You know, like the pirates marked with an X, you can do that. Mark where you feel there are potential hidden treasures. More in the first chakra, second chakra, third chakra area. In these places of potential, inhale, hold, exhale, and internally you say, I open to discover. Then inhale in the same place, like opening that, hold with air, concentrating your attention, prana there, and exhale, I open to bring more luck, more Lakshimi to my life. Then inhale again, bringing your prana, which equals love, prema. Hold with air, concentrating that, like if you're really excavating, and then exhale, open to luck, to Lakshmi. I open to luck, to Lakshmi, to more love. Okay, then pause. Bring the soles of your feet to the earth now with your feet hip width apart. Don't drag the feet too far back. Give a little room there for working more on the upper body. Now, pressing your elbows down, shoulders down, lift the hips and Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. Level 3, feel free to do a different arm variation. Interlace the fingers under your body, slide your shoulders down as you stretch your arms, or your hands can come to the sides of the body or underneath your sacrum. Feel the lifting of the side body. One more. Then exhale, bring hips down. Level 3, I will encourage you to do your Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Here, bring your hands to the floor, behind your shoulders, lift your hips, lift your heart, lift your head. Level 2, I would like for you to place your right ankle bone, outer ankle bone. You feel that malleolo touching the thigh. Point the foot, like we did in the beginning, and then hug your left knee. Level 3, return from this first variation of Urdhva Dhanurasana. Pause for a moment with your back flat on the earth and then do a second one. A second time is always easier. And if you are preparing for that, perhaps just bringing the crown of your head to the earth is everything you need. So your feet is down, your hands are on the floor, fingers pointing towards your body. Lift the hips first and then just place the crown down. That might be too much for some of you. Hands on the floor, elbows parallel, just stay there. Down, level 2 now, down, level 2, compensate, so you cross now your left ankle bone, feel that contact, point the foot. For today, we are doing this. And then level 3, go ahead and do your third, 1, 2, 3, your third Urdhva Dhanurasana, opening in this Chakrasana. Level 2, go ahead and hug the right knee. Chakra asana, chakrasana, an asana that opens all the lotuses between the pelvic floor to the crown. So include the opening of your heart, especially today in this back bend. Beautiful. One more. Everybody, slowly, slowly return to bring feet down. Square the hips. Our final asana is Ananda Balasana. Bring the hands to the outer edges of the feet, knees down, or hands on the knees. My level 3, you begin here, but if you feel like from your Ananda Balasana, after you open a little bit, you can stretch the legs coming to this Supta Upavishta Konasana. Find stability. Thank you. Everybody, Supta Baddha Konasana in transition to Shavasana. So as you place the soles of your feet, as you bring your feet to the earth, uniting the soles of your feet, send your tail down, bring your hands to your inner groins, just sense that area. Bring your hands to your pubic bone, first, second chakra, just move your hands there. First, second chakra, and then your belly. Just feel, when you rub Buddha's belly for abundance, so you're rubbing your own belly right now, just feeling this lower part, and then inhale here, exhale, stretch the legs and open your arms to the sides. Now in Shavasana, corpse pose, you relax with this certainty that prosperity is your right, my right, everyone's right. All beings, all human beings, and all beings' right. Prosperity is a right. If things are distributed in the right way, this is the right, from primal needs to sophisticated needs. This support of the earth, the support of Lakshmi Devi enriches not just your material life, but also your spiritual life. With more abundance, you are just a little more stable and able to reach out, to give more. Give your time, give love, give resources, material resources, and give dharma, spiritual teachings. Give your time, your love, material resources and spiritual resources. I myself find a lot of orientation coming when I can rest, when I can literally take a nap, when I sleep a few more hours and I dream and I hear, when I allow my spirit in moments of the day to soar, in Shavasana, my spirit to soar, to be resourced by the invisible, and yet so present. Presence of my guides, my spiritual guides. And I proposed this earlier. Sometimes reaching Lakshmi is hard, but you can reach her through someone you love, respect, and you know that has this power of Lakshmi. Power to connect to Lakshmi, to abundance, beauty, love. And you can draw that from someone you have in your life or from your own tradition, someone that is really close to you, to your heart. And then it creates this link to this well of abundance. Allow that to happen. Lakshmi bringing you, look. Lakshmi bringing you love. Take refuge under her shelter. Sharanam Mata, Jaya Mā. Sharanam Mata, Lakshmi Mā. Sharanam Mata, Jaya Mā. Sharanam Mata, Lakshmi Mā. Sharanam Mata, Jaya Mā. Sharanam Mata, Lakshmi Mā. Ma. Please take a deep, longing breath. Hold with air. What do you do with this prosperity? You exhale and you offer it. At the bottom, hold without air a little bit just to experience what is it not to have. And then inhale again. Bring in prosperity. Hold at the top. Just to feel, wow, what do I do? There will be a moment I have to exhale it. So exhale it. Give it all. Give it all. Empty your pot. Be without air. Be without anything for a moment to experience that. And then, the new in breath comes and comes even more full. You can think of this as cycles as well.